Good morning. We will start with a new chapter, Circles, Session 1. So you all know what is a circle. So definition wise, if I have to say that, it is a collection of all the points in a plane which are at a fixed distance from a fixed point in the plane is called a circle. So if I talk about a fixed point and it is equidistant from that fixed point to all the point on the plane, that is called as a circle, and that fixed point is called as a center of the circle. The circle divides the plane on which it lies into three parts. A very important question which is usually asked for 1 mark. So which three plane it divides? It is, one is inside the circle, one is outside the circle, interior, exterior, and the third is the circle itself, right? So which three plane on which the circle, circle divides the plane into three parts. Which are those three parts? Interior, exterior, and the circle itself. This is all three main things what you have to remember. Let's understand few more basic things about the circle. Yeah, give the heading as circles, write down these 2 points. Then, now basically we know that circle, O is the center of circle. Then what is the radius, diameter, chord, etc. We'll just discuss about that. Definitions will be sent to you in a PDF. We always mark O as the center of circle. A line segment joining the center of circle to any point on the circumference of circle. This outer part is called as the circumference of the circle. A line segment joining the center to any point on the circumference of circle is called radius of the circle. So OA is equal to R. The line segment joining any 2 points on the circumference of circle passing through center of circle. That's very important. A line segment joining any 2 points on the circumference of circle and passing through center of the circle is called diameter of the circle. Now what is the relation between diameter and radius? So radius is half the diameter. I can say d by 2, or diameter is twice the radius. We all know that. Then, now if this is a diameter, what did I say the definition here? A line segment joining any 2 point on the circumference of circle. Any 2 point. Condition is it has to pass through center of circle. Now if I say that PQ is also a point, any 2 point which is joining on the circumference of circle, right? A line segment which joins any 2 points, or line segment which cuts any 2 point on the circumference of circle is called chord. PQ is chord. Then what is the difference between chord and diameter? Diameter is also cutting at the 2 points. Chord is also cutting at 2 points, but diameter is passing through center. This is not passing. What if this chord will pass through the center? Then that chord is called as a diameter. So we can say that diameter is the biggest chord, right? So diameter is a chord, but chord is not a diameter. So this part is very clear. Now the next. So whenever we draw a diameter to a circle is always divided in 2 halves. So that is called as a semicircle. So now whenever we draw a chord, there also a circle is divided into 2 halves. How? Here diameter will divide them into 2 equal halves, that is semicircle word. That is why semicircle we use. But when we draw a chord, that also will divide the circle into 2 halves, but not equal half. One is a bigger one and another is the smaller one, right? Now the smaller arc, what we have here is called as the minor arc. And the bigger one, what we have is called as the major arc. The region bounded by minor arc and a chord of a circle is called as minor segment. The region bounded by the major arc and the chord is called as the major segment. Then there is another one concept what you have to know, that is about the sector. The region bounded by two radii of the circle. This is one radii, this is another radii. The region bounded by two radii of the circle is called as a sector. About sector, you will study that in your 10th standard. Also, now a line segment which cuts 2 points on the circumference of circle is called as a chord, what we have told here, right? A line segment which passes through the circumference of circle, right? So I'll consider this as CDEF. E is called as a secant, which passes through the center, which passes through the circumference of circle. This will cut at 2 points, only. This will start from here, it will end at 1. After cutting, it will still extend. That is called as a secant of a circle. So, sector, secant, you again study that in your standard 10. Tangent also. So, here basically all these things about radius, diameter, major arc, minor arc. Apart from this, we also have angle property in a circle, chord property in a circle, theorems on them. That is what we are going to study about circles in this chapter. So now for basics, as I have told you, give the heading as circles, 2 points what I have written on the board. After that, I will be sending you one PDF where all these definitions are there about diameter, radius, arc, major and minor, segment, major and minor. About that, I will be giving it to you. Quickly, we will move to the exercise here. So a very small exercise where you can finish marking in the textbook, but you need to copy it down in your notebook there. So the first one, answers I will be writing it on the board. Today's session is a very small session because I will be only covering the introduction part and the exercise, because tomorrow's session I am going to introduce few angle properties and chord properties of the circle. The center of the circle lies interior of the circle. So the first one, fill in the blanks, is interior. Second one, a point whose distance from the center of a circle is greater than the radius lies, of course, outside the circle, that is exterior. The longest chord of the circle is diameter. An arc is a dash when it ends are at the ends of the diameter. An arc is a semicircle. See, this is another shortcut form to write circle also. Okay. The segment of a circle is a region between the arc and the chord of a circle. Yeah, the question which I discussed in the beginning. A circle divides the plane on it, lies in dash parts, 3 parts, that is exterior, interior and the circle. So these are the fill in the blanks, and now we have give reasons. Now give reasons, I will only discuss it orally because reasons you have to write it. Reasons, if you want, I can again send you in the PDF, right? But if it is true, why it is true? If it is false, why it is false? We have to just give a reason. Write true or false, give reasons for your answer. A line segment joining the center to any point on the circle is called radius of the circle, right? So it is true? Yes. Second mean, first one is true because all the points on the circle are equidistant. That is why a line segment joining the center to any point on the circle is called nothing but the radius of the circle. Second one. A circle has only finite number of equal chords. So, how many chords can a circle have? It can have here, it can have here, it can have here, it can have how many? Equal chords or whatever. About equal chords we'll study in the next session, but it can have infinite number of chords, right? So, answer is false. Reason for that, it has infinitely many points are there. So wherever you join, that forms a chord, correct? Next one, if a circle is divided into 3 equal arcs, each is a major arc. So if a circle is divided into, I assume that now this is a minor arc and this is a major arc. I will divide with one more part here. So each arc will be the major arc there? No, it can only divide once. If it is dividing, one big is major and another small is the minor. So it is false. Third one is false. Fourth one, a chord of a circle which is twice as long as its radius is a diameter of a circle. True. Which is twice as long as its radius is nothing but a diameter. That is true. Because that defines the radius and diameter relationship there. Fifth one, sector is the region between the chord and the corresponding arc. So sector is the region between the chord and the corresponding arc. Is that so? Sector is the region between the two radii of the circle. Segment is the region between the chord and the corresponding arc. Sector is the region between two radii of the circle. So, fifth one is false. Sixth one, a circle is a plane figure. True, a circle is a plane figure. It cannot be a solid figure, right? So, it's a two-dimensional, it's a plane figure. So this is true or false, but for true or false, as I have told you, explanation is must and should as they have asked. I have discussed it. You can also write it on, because on what terms you have understood the chapter, the basic introduction, you can as well write. Still, if you want, I will be sending it in the PDF. The basic definitions about the circles are in different parts, and this will be sent to you. So there we ended today's session, a very small session where we only understood about the basic introduction of the circle and the first exercise. So tomorrow's session we will be dealing with angle properties and chord properties of the circle. I want you all to sit in tomorrow's class with a compass, scale and protractor, because few activities what I will be giving you all, I want you all to do it there and then, so that it's not where you have to learn the properties. You will derive or you will understand the properties when you draw certain things and you will understand from it, right? So please sit with a sharpened pencil, scale, compass and a protractor.